Let me know once my screen is visible.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Okay. So shall we start? So yeah, today we are going to see about Box with Salesforce integration. So I and Maheshwari will be covering the Box with Salesforce integration topics. So these are all the today's agenda. So first we will be seeing Box introduction, Box product installation in Salesforce, and Salesforce setup and Box settings, and then how the box structure would be, then the box collaboration, box functionalities, and SF Apex classes in box, and followed by the demo session and Q&A session. So these are all the today's agenda. So let's get into the session. So basically, in Salesforce, we do have a file limitations, right? So it is little difficult for us to collaborate, edit, or track the files in Salesforce. For an example, if we need to update any file, means what we will be doing is we need to download that file and we need to do the necessary changes and we will be re-uploading that. So to overcome that scenario, we have introduced the box functionalities to our project. So here, box with Salesforce, using the box with Salesforce, we can securely manage, collaborate, and sign the documents within the Salesforce. So this is the box with Salesforce explanation, and followed by the introduction to box. So box is an app exchange product, which is the loading content cloud for document management. And using this, you can quickly combine your Box enterprise content with your Salesforce data. And it helps you to manage the content across the entire content lifecycle so that you can easily create, share, find, collaborate, and secure, edit and secure the content in the Salesforce. And within the Salesforce interface, we can share, access, and manage all the content that you have stored in the box. So the next one is Box App Exchange product installation in Salesforce. So to get the Box for Salesforce package in, you can get the Box package in the Salesforce App Exchange. You can install the App Exchange version like all users, then approve the third party access and grant the user access. So next, what you need to have is prerequisite, which is the 4 accounts. The very first one is Box Service account. So from which you can manage all the Box for Salesforce integrations. And your service account must have admin or co-admin level permission. And this one is the one which makes the API calls from Salesforce to Box. And the next thing you need to have is Box personal account. And from the Salesforce side, what you need to have is Salesforce admin account and Salesforce user account. So the next thing you need to do a setup in Salesforce. So to do that, you can go to the quick setup wizard and you can connect your Box service account to Salesforce, assign the root folder to store Salesforce content in Box, then assign the permissions to the users and log in as a Box user. So followed by, you can do some additional advanced setup as well. So for that, you need to go to the advanced setup wizard to manage your user experience of your integrations. So for that, you can add the box component to the Salesforce page layout and sync the Salesforce permissions to the box folder. And you can allow or disallow the seamless login for your enterprise. And you can specify the subdomain if needed. And you can also customize the folder mapping and you can enable the box sign. So the next one, what you need to focus on is box folder structure. So you can set the main folder for your box content, which is related to the Salesforce, and this could be the box root folder and the top level for your hierarchy in the box. And here you can have a parent and folder structure, and the access for the parent and child would be like if the access is applies to the parent with Parent means it will automatically inherited to the child folders. And here every folder will have the unique folder ID in the box. And also we can have a metadata and webhooks to perform the actions from box to Salesforce and Salesforce to box, which means vice versa. And also we can configure the parent and child folders individually. And we can apply the metadata and webhooks for the individual files as well. So the box and Salesforce data collaboration will be continued by Maheshwari. Maheshwari, can you take over?
Yeah, sure. Thank you for explaining the topics then, Lakshmi. And thanks for joining the call, team. So are you able to see my screen?
Yes, Maheshwari.
Yes, Maheshwari.
Okay. So far we have covered how what is the boxes and what is the purpose of that. Now we are going to see about how the box and Salesforce record collaboration is happening in the backend. Okay. So as Dhanlakshmi explained, we have the advanced settings in the Salesforce. So when we install the box app exchange product in Salesforce, it will get automatically installed. No cost for that. But when we are going for the prerequisites, we have the box service account, right? So that will be the paid one. So in the advanced setting, once we enabled once we connect with the service account and the admin account and once all the prerequisites configurations are done, they will be having the option called auto collaborations for the box folders. So in Salesforce, we can configure the each and every box folders individually for each and every object, as well as individually for each and every records in the system. So there we are creating the box folders from Salesforce as automatic as well as the manual creation. So for the whenever we are creating the box folder as automatic, we will be having the enable or disable auto collaboration option and as well as for the manual. And when it is enabled, the auto collaboration system uh, act as what are all the people create the box folder, it will be automatically creating the collaboration between the Salesforce record and the box folder. And in the box app exchange in the box UI, we have the separate credential for that. So in the box setting, if you go to the folder and navigate to the user details, the people will be automatically add as a collaborator there. So the collaborator may be having the different level of permission like viewable, editor, and all. So the admin will control those kind of the setting. So in box, as Dhanlakshmi said, we have the parent folder as well as the child folders. So for the parent folder, if we give the access as the editor, by default, all the permissions will be inherited for the all the child folders by default. If we want to view the different permission, we need to do the extra configuration for that. And when it is disabled, the auto collaboration doesn't work. Whenever they created the new account record, by default, the box folder will created via the trigger, and the collaboration will not happen at that time. So how they want to need the request for the collaboration is, once the box folder got created, we have the box tab from the inside the Salesforce for each and every record. So through the Lightning record page, we will be having the option called join folder. So by clicking the join folder button, it will be giving the access to the people who are requesting, and by default, they will be added as a collaborator. And while whenever the box and Salesforce record data collaboration will happen, at that time, the box is creating the new record in the box FRUP object. That is the custom object which is which will be created by default when we install the box app exchange. So in that object, by default, the new collaboration record will be created. So whenever we want to disable the collaborations for one user for any purposes like the hierarchy changes in the system or the role changes in the system, what we need to do is we need to just go to that particular, query the particular record in the FRUP box underscore FRUP underscore C. In that object, we need to delete that particular collaboration record based on the Salesforce ID as well as the box folder ID. And if you delete that record, the collaboration will automatically get disconnected. So there is only having the auto collaboration by enabling the access, but not to disconnect the access. So for that, we need to manually delete that record, or else we need to do some kind of the Apex trigger configurations to delete that particular connection. And in box, we have the webhooks and also the metadata. The metadata is same as the Salesforce custom metadata settings and the custom settings. In the webhook is nothing but it is used to monitor the events or actions that is triggered from the box side. So consider we have the box at one end and Salesforce here at the one end. So to corroborate between these two, we can have the Apex integrated, and we can be having the authorization for that to sync up between the box and Salesforce. But whenever the actions is triggering from the box alone, how we want to capture that event and do some of the trigger actions, or so whenever the in the box any file got uploaded, if we want to receive that acknowledgement inside the Salesforce record, in the sense we need to go for the webhooks. The webhook is nothing but it is used to capture the event alone. And in the webhooks, we have the multiple APIs called get, post, put, and delete APIs. So through this, make use of this API, we can do any the post or put from the Salesforce. Through these APIs, we can do whatever we want. And one webhook can contain one webhook, we can register the multiple events. So webhooks support many events. So as of now, these are the examples of the webhook event. The event can be registered in the level of folder as well as the file. So some events support the folder alone, and some events support the files alone. So for the folders, the folders only we can create the collaborations, not the file. So the file events are separated. The collaboration is between the Salesforce record ID as well as the box folder ID. Then if it is the collaboration is created, we want to send an email to the user, like you can access the particular Salesforce record now and you can work on the box side. Like that, if you want to send any acknowledgement email to the particular user whose the collaboration is created in our system, we can easily configure that event from the box and send an email from the Salesforce. So these are all the event called collaboration created, accepted, rejected, removed, and updated. So in the file side, we have these events like uploaded, that is downloaded, deleted, or restored. So usually when it comes into the Salesforce side, the file management system is very hard, because one user will upload the file in the related to the Salesforce record. So whenever the other user trying to upload that file or edit that file, if they have some comments over that, or they want to review the file, in the sense they have to manually download it, and after that only they can update the details and then again upload it as a new version. But in the box, that file management thing is very easy. So the same file can be edited by multiple user at a single time, and whenever they publish the file, so it will be asked for what are the changes want. So we can easily collaborate all other user changes into the single file, and we can upload it in the box. So, and also we are having the different file format also. We will be using the Word document, the PDF, even the PowerPoint, and also the Excel files. So these are all the files we will be using. But in box, while we are working on the Word document, anyway, we are going to transfer into the PDF for the submission purpose and all. So at that time, we will be go for the separate app to convert the Word to PDF. But in box, there is no issue on that. They will be having the separate button by clicking the save as PDF, it will be automatically saving the WAD file to PDF, so that other user can't able to again modify the same PDF again and again. To restrict that, if one of the user working on the WAD document, they can easily take the backup copy of the PDF file immediately. And also, if they want to send any Adobe signature with that file, in the sense that there will be the option, by clicking the single click, they will be receiving the signature, and if they click on the send, and it will be automatically sent to the user. How we can in which user we have configured in the box side. And this is the Salesforce record page. So this is the account where the box files from the Salesforce interface itself. So this is the lightning component which is provided by the box, and also not only for the lightning experience, for the Salesforce Classic also they have provided the Visual Force page to access the box. So as of now, we are not using the Salesforce Classic as much the lightning. So in the lightning, we can use the box files. So here in the system, in this screenshot, you can see the box full UI here. So from the Salesforce itself, we can see what is the file is uploaded, and when what is the time. And if you want to upload any new, from here itself, from the CSF interface itself, we can easily upload the files from to the box. So without navigating to the box credential as separate. And in the box, we are having the helper classes, which is provided by the App Exchange, the box folder itself, box product itself. So there, in our project, we are using the box as an automatic creations of the main folders and the subfolders for each and every object. So far, we are using 10 plus object in the box, and it will be easily configured in the custom metadata to have the box folders name and also subfolders name in the metadata. So for example, we are using for the account contact opportunity cases and claims and all. So for example, for the account, we may have the many number of record types, right? So as of now, for the box, we are going to use the box folders for only one particular record type, in the sense that also we have configured in our custom metadata. So we want to give the record type as a comma separated for the box. And if we give that in the code, we need to configure what are all the record types we need to create the box folders. And also there is a settings for auto create option, or else we are configured in the metadata without changing the code again and again. So this is the box toolkit, which is provided by the box setup. So through this toolkit, we can create the folder in the code. The parameter just need is folder name and the parent folder name. That is the parent folder ID here. And if you want to do the collaborations between record ID and the folder ID, so in the parameter, we can use the Salesforce record ID as well as the folder ID. And the like same as the metadata we used in Salesforce, in the box also, we can have the dynamic form of metadata. So for each and every object, we have the different pick list field in the Salesforce, right? So for same pick list field, if you want to we want to configure from the box side also, we can configure. For example, if you take an example of the file, the file is uploaded from Salesforce to box. Okay, then the file should be reviewed by 3 to 4 user, in the sense from the box itself, they can easily share and access the files without any permission level issue. And whenever they have all the 4 reviewed the file, they want to check the status like this file is reviewed. For that, we are going for the metadata in the box. So whenever they are clicking the metadata, there will be the option called review complete or in progress, not started status. So the same status will be handled in the Salesforce record also. So whenever they are modifying the review complete or need a resubmit or any status they have updated in the box side, by using the webhook event, it will be automatically get updated in the Salesforce record also. So that they don't want to go from one interface to another interface to see the file status. From the Salesforce itself, they can easily monitor that it will be very helpful to maintain the same information in both the interface. So let's go for the demo. So this is the App Exchange product we have installed in Salesforce. Here we have the box files as well as the box setting. So this is the setting we have linked from the service account. So this whenever we are going for the service account, this is the paid one. And here we are having the assigned root folder. And we can connect the box from the sandbox and the production. So for the sandbox, there will be the different root folder will be there. And for the production, there is a different root folder. So we can configure the root folder in the dynamic form of the metadata. So we will be referring here. And we can assign the permission for the individual user. And here we need to log in as a box user. The box user is nothing but here I am logged in as Julie Hill. So the same email ID I want to refer in the box. Then by using the email ID sync up, they will recognize, yeah, this is the box user. They have logged in into the Salesforce. So by using the same email ID, they will recognize the user sync up and will allow the access to connect with the box. And in the advanced setup, we have the page layout configuration also. So and also the folder customization we can map here. And how these are all the box setting. So once we connected to the service account, they will be in the box. We are having the box app. So for each and every sandbox, they will be having the one app. So in the app, details will be stored in the custom metadata in the Salesforce. It is called box credential. So here we are storing the app version base URL. And this is the webhook URL to receive the notification from the box. And here we are having the events. What are the events we are using? As of now, there is the event called metadata instance updated. And also we are using file uploaded. And so this is the client and client secret ID. It will be used for authorization to get the access token to allow the user to see the correct access based on the user settings. So, and another one is the box folder structure. So here we are using the box for many type of objects like MSP or invoice, AJ case, and the account. So for the account, we are having the main folder name will be comes from the Salesforce record. That is the dynamic one. It is configured in the Apex trigger. Like we are dynamically getting the account name from the Salesforce record. And for the box folder, subfolders are admin forms resolution. So these subfolders will be vary from one object to another. So based on that, it will be creating the object based on the object name, which is stored in the metadata. So if it is the account, we will be having the different subset of subfolders there. It will be automatically get created. So why we are going for the custom metadata is in future they may delete the subfolders or they want to rename the subfolders. In the sense, it will be very helpful. So some of the object doesn't need the subfolders. If they need the main folders alone, in the sense, we will be creating the main folder there. And some of the object we are having the record types. For example, this is the invoice and invoice ALJ. We are not configuring any record types, but for the account, we are having the record type configuration. So for the some set of the, we are having 10 plus record types in the account. But for the only these kind of record types should need the box. In the sense, we have configured in the record types here. But because in future, if they doesn't want for the box for the MSPR, in the sense, we can easily remove it from here. And also we have configured auto create on record insert. Whenever the record is inserted, immediately the box folder is created. For some of the object, we doesn't need that configuration. So we uncheck the checkbox at symbol. So this is the easiest solution to handle the multiple object box folder structure. Let's go for the demo. So in the account, I am going to create on new account. You can see automatically the new box folder will be created. So whenever the account is created, if you see here, and this is the custom formula field we have created to we have created as a link to navigate to the box easily. And also we have configured the box tab in the Salesforce record page itself to see the files. So there is a two different way of easily accessing. It is based on the user. Uh, it is based on their convenience to see the interface. So if you see here, the new folder is created. So this is the sandbox parent account. This is called as app. So inside that app, we have the account parent of parent folder. So inside this parent folder, we are creating the name of account name with the same folder name. And we are inside that account name folder, we are creating the subfolders. So since the record type name is career, the career folder will be created. So inside that, all the subfolders are created. So here itself, we can share and whatever you need, we can do it. So in the sharing setting, you can see who are all the editor, collaborator, and here in the here you can see the details of who is the owner and all. This is the metadata I have explained before. As of now, no metadata is applied for this particular account. So if we add the, by clicking this add button, we will be showing the list of metadata types. So by using that, we can add what are all the metadata we want to add it for this particular folder. So once it is added, the user will be displaying some set of fields over there to modify that. So once that is modified, yeah. So as of now, so here is the list of metadata we are using for the different purposes. So as of now, we are doesn't configure metadata for the account. So once we applied, this event will be called that webhook, and the webhook event will trigger this box. So and one more thing is, we are in the backend, we are having the box folder ID field. Yeah. So every box folder has the unique ID. Through this ID, we are identifying the box folder, and this is the box URL. And as I said, there is one object called box FRUP. So in that object, it will store the box connection. So as of now, we have lot number of records. Object name, folder ID, status. So I have created for the account. Today I have created for the two accounts box collaboration. So here it will be creating the new collaboration between this box folder ID as well as the Salesforce record. So this if I want to delete these connections for this particular user, Julie Hill, I just want to delete this FRUP record so that it will get deleted and disable the collaboration. So once we disable the collaboration, so by navigating to the box tab itself, the user can see what is the error is. So there will be showing like you don't have access, or else it will show the status code, right, like 400 or 200. If it is 200 means it will show the page. It is called success. It will return 400 or 405 error based on the error code. So through this error code, we can recognize and request our admin to fix the issue. So it will be very helpful. Anybody else has any questions?
Okay, I have one question, Maheshwari. This is Shantanu.
Yeah, yes, Shantanu, please.
So I wanted to know, you talked about the record type, right? So since account and cases are having lots of record type in the larger project, right? So uh, while uploading any file to box or while moving some records to box, like how uh, it is categorized, because as you said that as of now box has only one record type, right? So when sending some particular account to box, so how uh, or when I'll be retrieving that particular account through box or any related files, how it's going to be actually give me that file which is associated for that particular account's record type.
Okay. So the record type is not for box. It is only for this, yes, Salesforce side. Okay. So
Okay.
when we are going for the box, the box know only the uh, folders. Okay, not the Salesforce information.
Hmm.
So in Salesforce, we have the record types configuration, right? So that's what we have explained, right? In our project, it comes under scenario like for some of the record types only we need to go for the box. So if you click, I will show it in the box UI, then it won't be confused. So in the box UI, if you see here, we have created the parent folder
Hmm.
for each and every object alone. So if you
Hmm.
see, we are using these 10 plus objects here. So for the account, ALJ cases, MSVR claims, tax application and all. Okay. So for if you go to the account,
Hmm.
if you see here the text box demo 2. Okay.
Hmm.
So this is the account name. Here the Salesforce ID also will not get saved. Here only the key is we have the folder ID of the box. Okay. This
Hmm.
box folder ID will be stored in the Salesforce record. So whenever the box folder gets created, we have created a new field as I showed, right? Box folder ID in the Salesforce. We will be storing this ID in the Salesforce record. So that is the connection, and also the FRVP also will created.
So
So
for
if you see,
example, if I create an account,
hmm,
that this particular box ID will be stored in that account record also, associated with the account record also, right?
yeah,
This
yes.
box folder ID.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
This box folder ID will be stored in the account record. So there is no record types or SF record ID will be stored in the box. Only box will know the users. Okay. So
Hmm.
for example, if the Julie Hill is the user in the sense, the same email ID. What is the email ID we are using inside the Salesforce? We need to refer the same. Then only it will be recognizing. So this is the user that is using the Salesforce account. From Salesforce, they are uploading the files here. That's what the sync between the box and the SF. So only they are connecting the box with the uh, Salesforce admin account. Okay, then the admin
Okay.
has to create what are all the users they want the box access. They want the box access. They will be creating the new user as same as Salesforce. In Salesforce, we will be creating the new user, right? Then only they can access that. So same as like that, the admin user will be creating all the user in the system with the same email address. Through that, they will be having the connection.
Okay. And as of now, is there any object level limitation that only this much of object can be
No,
accessed through box? No,
no,
right?
no,
Okay.
no. There is a no limitation for that. We can
Okay.
use for multiple object. So that is the main scope of the box. There is no storage limitation, and in Salesforce we have some kind of the storage limitations, right? And also if you go for the future call out and all, we have some in a trigger also we have some kind of limitation for the call out and all. In box that is not, it is unlimited, we can make use of that, but it will be very based on the paid version account of the paid
Mhm.
of service account. Yeah,
And this metadata is just to like categorize those different
the-
type of uh, uh, data, right? I mean, what is the
yeah,
perfect use case for this metadata that
yeah,
you are showing, right?
yeah,
Previously.
yes. Yeah, once again I will show the first folder details. Yeah, whenever we install the box in the custom setting, we are by default it will be, this is the managed package. the folder details will be automatically get created from the box. So once you go to the folder detail, there we are categorizing the box folder ID and the folder name. So then only we can categorize what based on the object level. So if you see here in the folder details for the account, the same name has to be here. So if you see here, right, the parent folder ID which I have created. So this account's name, this account name should be created and under the custom settings of the folder. Then only it can recognize this is the account name, and also the parent folder ID we will be configured here. What is the purpose of this is, since we are using for the multiple object, we have to configure this. For the account, it has to be go to the parent account folder ID. So if you are not going for any object specific, you just want to store the user level of file storing. In the sense, there is no need of customizing these kind of metadata and all. You can just access the box and you can upload the files. And if you go to the box, in the sense, all the files will be listed here, not a folder categorized. We are going for the folder. We want the folder categorized, and also for the subfolders is easy to access for the customer as well. We are going for this approach.
Okay. And I have two more questions actually. So suppose customer has a requirement to encrypt the file also. So does box support that thing? So some
Sorry?
file customer has a requirement that they want to upload the file in an encrypted format, right? So like is box supporting something like that? So some sensitive file, maybe like some sensitive data in that particular file. So is there anything like which box supports?
You are asking about, you want to limit the permissions for the various users?
No, I'm saying like the files which are getting uploaded to the box. Okay, so suppose customer has a requirement that those files should be encrypted. Okay, so then it should not be like exposed to the outer world. So like, is there any encryption technique are already provided the box, or it is already encrypted format it stores into the box?
No. That kind of encryption is not. It is not here. So
Maybe
it is
some HR information file, the salary information, some HR thing, HR payslip, something like that. Those files should be encrypted, right? So in those cases, is there any?
So, sorry, one quick
Okay.
question, Shantanu. So those type of files, first of all, will not be accessible for the users, right? So only authorized people will have access to the files, rather than opening the file and seeing the content as encrypted. First of all, the file itself will not be accessible, right? Do you see any other use cases, or you have any other examples where the file is being?
Yeah, no. For example, let's say that our HR department is using this box to keep like the files for those employees. Okay, so those files they want only to be limited to the HR department only. So it could be a possible scenario, right? So someone can download those files if they have the URL or maybe the location. So in those cases, so it is better to encrypt those files and then keep it like saved in the box, right? So is there anything possible as of now, or to like make those file encrypt before, or maybe like inside the box also? I'm not saying that before uploading the file we have to encrypt those file and then upload. But whether is there any possibility, or is there any these things can be achievable in box? So then
How do I say it is very well possible by not giving the access to the file itself?
Yes, correct. And also, what is the main purpose of the box is, it is to share across the organization for this individual file, and it is for the sharing purpose only. Sharing and updating the single file. The multiple people want to work on the same file. That is the main goal here. It is not kind of storing the personal files in the encrypted format, as anyone said, like the same like we want to prevent the access from that only, the best solution. So might be in the future they may give the access like that. Not sure about it.
okay, and is there any error handling, like if something not uploaded, like how do we know in terms of response? Is there anything?
Yes, in the call out itself, we can handle the error handling based on the status code only. Not the particular kind of exception will thrown, like So if, for example, if you see
Mhm.
here, already the Julie Hill user is connected with this test account box to account, and
Mhm.
here the new folder got created, right? So
Yeah,
we
but
have
this component can be customized. It's a, you said that it's a
yes,
LWC or maybe Aura, right? Or a component, something like that.
yeah.
So
This
can this be
component,
customized? Yeah. Use it.
this component, for example, the UI is not customizable. But if
Okay.
you want, they are giving the two solution, like let me show the edit page. And we have the two options of the box folders, right? So it will wait whether it is automatic or manual creation. In that case,
Mhm.
whenever as of now we are going for the automatic, we have the settings over here. Let me show that.
Mhm.
It is like we are configuring like based on the create folder button also available when we go for the manual one. So whenever we are clicking the create folder at the 2 times by wrong, we are preventing the duplicate name of creation of the account. So if you see, you cannot create the folder name in the name of text box demo2 again. So for those
Mhm.
kind of error exception handling, and also if the user is trying to create the same FRUP record again and again, in the sense also there will be throwing the error card, already the collaboration is exist. Please don't create one more time, like that. All the exception handlings are available, but for the status code, based on the status code and the error message that is provided by the Salesforce also, we need to handle that. So
Okay.
we have the two components over here. So this is for the automatic creation, that is called account box section. This account box section is the Visualforce page. So let me show that. So we have the two version, and also when we are using, we are having both the Visualforce page and the Lightning component. They will be giving like some set of code, like based on that is before that that is the iframe, but now I will show that.
Yeah. So I just wanted to know actually, how do we render the error message? I mean, if from the customer end. Yeah.
So the error message will not be showed in the UI level. If we want to let me show that error by logging as another user. Give me a minute. So for example, this is the account section page, right? They have provided
Mhm.
in the form of iframe. So
Yeah.
this is the URL box section. This is the URL. If you use that URL based on the account ID, in the sense it is automatically seen there. And this is the another component which is provided. It is called box folder widget. It is provided by the box. So from here itself, we can, by using this button, we can manually create the folder. So once the box folder is created, we have the box folder ID value in our Salesforce, right? So based on the filter condition, if it is equal to null, in the sense only it will show the page for the automatic creation. If it is already exist, we are hiding this page because no one want to create the duplicate one. So that we restrict this. So if you want to show the error, let me log out of this and logged in as a different user who don't have access to the box. So I am going to open that test account again. So if I see the open the account record, so if you go to the box, yeah. So here it will throw a error message. Unable to create the
Okay.
collaboration, unable to create the collaborate user because this user is MST, this user is Rahul. So this Rahul user is not exist in the box setting and we doesn't have access to this folder. So it is throwing an error like this. With the status code, it cannot invite the deactivated user. Like that, it will throw an exception in this page itself.
Okay.
Any other questions? Any queries, team? Okay. Thank you for joining the session. Appreciate for joining the call team.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Shantanu.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, team.
Thank you for the wonderful session. Bye.